What's going on, riders? Are you out there doing your research for an intercom system on your new helmet? Have you checked out the Evo 10C with the built-in camera, intercom system, everything you could ever want? Well, I've been using it for about a year now, and my best advice is to please watch this video before you buy it. There are pros and cons. We need to go over them. You should be aware before you buy it, because for the price, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I feel like this is the most underperforming piece of technology that I have ever purchased. I'm not saying that it's complete garbage. I'm just saying you really pay a lot for what you get. Now, let me just to kind of, let you know the good first before we get into it. It is completely convenient to have a system that combines your voice and the video that you see. It comes out sunk. That part about it is great.
Able to tell you here in a moment. Yep.
Cool.
We do set trends and somewhat pretty trends, pretty ones. That don't set trends and tops and shit like that. We set trends with we are.
The other pros of the SENA 10C Evo are that it records for a long time. I can just put a big memory card in there. Well, you have to have a power bank, because that's one of the cons, is the battery doesn't last very long when you're recording 4K. I'm talking less than 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, and the battery's dying on me. So if you put a big memory card in there, make sure to have a battery bank. But what do I mean by the most underperforming? The 4K video footage is just not that great. It's got to be some of the lowest bitrate, poorest quality 4K video that I've ever seen. You will see everything, but it's going to look kind of oversaturated sometimes. There's no stabilization. It is not better than a GoPro. If you care about video footage, don't waste your time. A GoPro is going to look 2, 3, 4 times as good on the helmet versus this. This is total convenience. If you need to record for a long period of time because you don't know when the action's going to hit, or like if you watch some of my videos, I do some long adventure rides. In those situations, it might outlast a GoPro. It won't overheat like a GoPro will. You can really leave it recording for your entire ride. Like I said, it's nice for the vocals, but the video's not that great. And then let's talk about the intercom part of it. So, my friend got the SENA intercom system that's just an intercom. It doesn't have the camera and all that. It's much more basic. There is no comparison. This thing sucks. I mean, as soon as he is more than 100 yards away or out of my vision, I just can't hear the other person at all. Completely cuts out, terrible range, and they could hear me the whole time, which just is hilarious. So as an intercom, I really can't recommend it. It does hook up to your phone through Bluetooth, so you can be jamming out and you could do phone calls, but I ride in the desert, so my whole thing is I want Bluetooth so that I can communicate when I'm out of service, which is what I had the hardest time doing because of the range. So I was underimpressed with it as an intercom system. I'm pretty unimpressed with the footage. Let's talk about the audio. It's garbage. It is really bad. I heard that they actually came out with an upgrade for $40 and you can get some better speakers to go in it, because these ones in here, guys, I mean, they're just trash. When I have them all the way cranked, my music is at a whisper. There's ways to put it even closer to your ear, but it sounds terrible. It's just low quality audio. You're better off putting your earbuds in. You're better off using a GoPro if you care about quality and just recording with your earbuds. The other, a few nice things about it is it will fit on pretty much any helmet. When you see it just kind of clamps on the bottom here. I've also seen people stick it on. I have the Scorpion helmet. which is one of the weirdest shaped helmets. So just showing that it fits on here so good. I highly doubt you'll have any problems putting it on your helmet. But I mean, honestly, guys, the only person I could recommend this for is someone who just wants all the video footage of their ride with the vocals, but just doesn't really care about quality. Like maybe I feel bad putting this on YouTube even sometimes because the quality takes so much doctoring up to just get to like a viewable level. It just doesn't compare once again to the GoPro. So getting this is definitely going to depend on, you know, your exact scenario. It's very easy to install. It's moderately easy to use. There's a lot of hotkeys, so you kind of have to know, okay, this button turns it on, this one does the camera, and then like there's stuff that I just forget. Like there's a button combo you can press to format the card. There's a button combo you can press to access the radio and then change the station, and it gets kind of confusing. There's an app that it links up to, and that's what you have to use to change the settings if you don't want to record in 4K, if you want to lower it or anything like that. And the app is also, once again, super mediocre. You're supposed to be able to listen to music with friends and stuff somehow through the app, but honestly, once I got using it, I was so underimpressed with it. I didn't even want to try to make it do that. I was struggling just to communicate. So, you know, if you're getting it just to communicate with your friends, it does max out at 4 people, and it has terrible range. So the cheaper units that just kind of go in helmet and are not as big of a deal, I think that's going to be better for listening to music and talking to your friends than this thing, because like I said, guys, it is very subpar for the price. I'm very shocked at how expensive it is and then what you get for it, especially at this day and age. If you do decide to go with it, just a few tips that I have for you. Every time you ride by someone or you get dust blasted in your face, you do just want to take your glove and touch the lens, because it will get coated with dust and ruin your footage, and just give it a quick swipe and that clears it right up. Also, you'll notice there is a lever on here that you can use to twist, and that just kind of is going to depend on, you know, the angle of your head and your helmet, and it's so that you can try and make, you know, your shots be as level as possible, which is great. Other than that, you know, my biggest advice is I don't use it without a power brick. It dies on me almost 100% of the time, especially if you're recording. If you want it just on standby to answer a phone call, maybe you wouldn't need the brick. But if you're listening to music or doing basically anything with it, it's going to die within an hour and a half or 2. I mean, it's a small unit. I wouldn't expect it to have a big battery, but I would say all around, I just wish that it was better. I really do. So I hope you watch this video, and I hope this, you know, either sets your expectation for what you're getting yourself into so that you're not disappointed, or lets you know that, hey, this isn't the thing for you. You're better off with a GoPro. You're better off with earbuds. You're better off with something else. Do I regret purchasing it? Currently, no, because I have gotten my use out of it. I have edited a lot of videos out of it. I have appreciated a few moments that it caught where I might not have been recording. It's outlasted my GoPros. When I first bought it, I regretted it. I'm not going to lie. It took a few months and several months of me using it to appreciate it for what it is. And I mean, you know, it does do those things. If you just really need video quality that looks like this and audio that sounds like this, then go for it. You know, but just keep those things in mind. Yeah, I hope this helps you all out, and thank you so much for watching. Safe riding, everyone. Subscribe for more. Until next time, peace.